And I just feel like I have to make a video. So if someone out there is thinking like, should I go to the doctor? Like, are they going to be mean to me? You shouldn't care whether they're mean to you. You should care whether they can help you figure out what's going on. And if they tell you to lose weight, well, that's like, if that's like the worst thing that could happen, I think it's worth it, to be really honest. I think it's worth going to the doctor and learning why you feel the way you feel, even if you may not like what they have to say. I couldn't have ever expected that I would find out what I found out when I went to the doctor. I am still processing and dealing with the fact that in some ways I'm healthier than I thought I was, but in other ways I am sick. And that sucks. And it's nothing that's gonna kill me, but it is something that's like mentally screwed with my brain. Because I avoided this experience because I let assholes tell me how to feel about my body. I let strangers interpret how I felt. If you don't feel good, go to the doctor. If you're tired and you don't know why, go to the doctor. If you're gaining weight and you don't know why, go to the doctor. Don't go to Weight Watchers. Don't go to Google. Don't go to the body positive community. Don't go to the weight loss community. Go to the fucking doctor.
This is going to be quick. This was a video I wasn't expecting to make, and it's going to be a quick one because it doesn't need to be long. You guys saw the beginning of the video. You saw what I put on there. And, yeah. Guys, this is tragic. It's exactly what me and Kiana and Michelle and everyone else speaking against the BOPO have been saying. And, you know, I don't wish harm on anyone. I don't. I really, really don't. Not at the end of the day. I might say some things jokingly or in the moment about certain influencers and things like that, but I don't truly mean it. But at the same time, I'm glad that someone is finally saying it. Somebody on that side, somebody prominent on that side of the spectrum is saying it. I was getting ready. I'm packing up the house. I'm getting on a plane in like 16 hours, okay? So I was going to the bathroom and I was getting ready and I saw this video pop up on my screen and I saw it's just my own fucking fault and I was like, oh no. And I'm not even a Glitter and Lasers fan. Like, not really. I think she's cool and all, but I cried when she cried. And what made it so scary is that I'm just like her in a lot of ways. Now, I have been tested. Nothing's come back yet. But I am planning on going to see my doctor soon. And I am planning on getting more tests done because I am older now. I'm getting towards 40.
So fast forward about a week and a half, the labs come back. And there are some interesting results. I'm not going to share everything that was in them, but I will share the high-level details. First and foremost, I am not diabetic. I am also do not have cholesterol issues, and I don't really have anything like in that vein of the woods that my weight is affecting me with. It is affecting me in some of my mobility and my flexibility, and probably has a little issue with my joints, but all of the things that people like to shout that fat people are going to have, I'm not even near to having them. In fact, my doctor said my cholesterol looks fantastic. Okay? But what did come back is that I am severely anemic. I think the doctor said like he was really confused at how I was even functioning with the level of anemia that I have. And that I also have some autoimmune disorders, and they are pretty dominant, and they are going to need special programs to deal with. It is going to be a lot to deal with. I'm going to be fine, but it is a dramatic change in my life. I've gone from taking no medication to taking medication twice a day. I have been on a whole lot of supplements and stuff for about a week now, and honestly, my energy is like starting to feel better. And I was like, if it's gonna take like a couple months for it to get normal and even longer because there's something that's causing all of these issues that will need to be resolved, and then I'll feel even better. But I spent years, literally years, thinking it was because I was lazy and because I was out of shape and because I was, fat, that I was so tired and I was so exhausted. And I pushed my body and I hurt my body because I was actually very sick.
But this is what I'm talking about, guys. Girls in the BOPO movement, you're young. You don't know what you don't know. You don't understand what you don't understand. And you people out there telling people, making these stupid videos saying you don't have to weigh yourself. The doctor can't ask you for your weight. You don't have to go. What does it matter if the doctor is mean? I went to an OBGYN for years that was mean to me. I didn't care because she was also good at her job. Like, she took care of me in every other way. What would you rather have? The doctor that is cruel but cures your cancer, or the doctor that has great bedside manner and makes you feel better and holds your hand smiling while you die? Guys, it's what we've been saying. Stop telling people false scientific information. Stop telling them fake health things rooted in emotion rather than in facts. I had just someone get mad at me. I made a TikTok. You guys will have probably seen it by the time whenever I air this video. And it's an entire TikTok of me dancing and just saying, diet and exercise do work. It's this, that, and the other. And she's saying, you're being cruel. Reality is cruel. Truth is cruel. Now, Glitter and Lasers did say, there's one side of the extreme and the other side is extreme. Yes, you don't listen to the extremes. You listen to the middleman. And that's the main thing, guys. Operate with logic, operate with research, and talk to the medical professionals. Don't listen to people on TikTok that tell you to love yourself for who you are. Don't listen to the people that do those little exercise videos that tell you, oh, it's just because you don't work hard enough. If you are doing, and because I do it myself, I've stated numerous times that I'm taking up exercise. But anyone that tells me to push myself too hard, I tell them to fuck off. I will not. I did it once last summer. And I love my husband, and I told him to push me, but I shouldn't have let him push me like I did. I had gone from not walking at all to my friends wanted me to go walk around the North Carolina Zoo, which is one of the largest square mile zoos in the country, in 90-degree weather. I pushed myself so hard, I was out of commission for 3 weeks. My ankle still hurts to this day in some spots from then. My knees grind more now because I pushed myself more that day than I ever had in heat that I knew would make me exhausted. Don't push yourself. Don't hurt yourself. And don't sit there and think you're perfect the way you are and ignore when you know something's wrong. It's all about balance. I feel so bad for this girl. But I'm so happy that at least it's someone prominent and with a voice so people will listen to her. I wish her nothing but health and pain-free, and that she figures out what's wrong, whatever the chronic illnesses are. Because I know how scary that is. I've seen it with my own friends and my own family. And who knows, potentially with myself. I know that my blood work will come out great because that's something I know has always been fine. But I have no idea, and I said it for years, in a lot of ways, the weight that I've gained to the excess that I've gained. I can explain that 70 pounds when I was depressed. But I have to continually test for other things because who knows? Something might be wrong. But it's still on me to make that choice. And that's a message she said in the video that I need you to take home. That's something you need to take home. No matter what's wrong, no matter what's happening, It is on you to choose what you do. Even if you listen to advice from others, it is your choice to take or leave the advice. Self-accountability. And that's something I talk about all the time. And that is regardless if you have a medical issue, if it is laziness, or if it is because you're pushing yourself too hard. If it's any of these things, you have to take accountability for that. That's on you. And that's all I had to say. I wish Glitter and Lasers nothing but health. I wish all of you nothing but health. And I hope that when you watch my videos, that's what you get out of this. I know this is very bare bones and there's no background music. That's because I want this to be as bare bones as possible. I say it once, I say it twice, I'll say it again. Choose health. Stop making emotion-based decisions. Be well, guys. Take care. That's all I had to say. I'll see you in the next one.